Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting across from me, as always, is...
Lee, Michael, Kimbrough. How we doing out there, nasty boys and nasty girls? There's a couple of you, especially after the Alicia DeVore guest host last week, for sure.
The DeVore...
You guys killed it. It was a good episode.
Thank you. The DeVore Dakeover? What do you want to say?
The Dakeover? You just calling her a Dago?
Yeah, I'm really leaning into it now.
Yeah, Dakeover. But I mean, as far as everything is concerned, nasty boys and girls doing decently. I mean, we're on a 2-game winning streak, by God.
We won a series.
Whoa!
Who would have thought by May 9th, yesterday, we would say the Reds will have won their first series.
Did you see that awesome moment where Tyler was getting interviewed after the game on Sunday or Saturday? Sunday. He was getting interviewed, and it was just like a standard interview where Mally's just like giving answers just out of the book. Pretty standard interview. Yeah. And then in the background, you can hear it ended up being Kyle Farmer, but he just busted into the clubhouse and was like, "We won a series!" Just like in complete earnest, not doing a bit, didn't know that the camera was rolling. He was just like, "We won a series, boys!
We did it!"
Just like some real Bad News Bears shit.
Just really psyched. And they should be, man.
Yeah, they should.
They
and it was
finally
great.
played a team that was on their level. You know what I mean?
Where they weren't completely and totally outmatched at every position.
And not even like that we were designed to be bad or that it was just terrible moves, blah, 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 whatever. It is more the fact that, at one point, 2/3 of your starting 9 were on the IL?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's like...
On top of it.
On top of...
Yeah, I mean, you got rebuild, injuries, hardest schedule in the entire league.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help.
Historically bad start. It is what it is. But, I mean, we just got to lick some wounds, keep on keeping on. Some of the guys, and we'll get more in depth, obviously. But some of the guys who have been forced into a little bit more servitude than they thought.
Correct.
Some of them are really taking advantage of it. We'll talk more about it later on in the pod. But, I mean, like a guy like a Drury, who we bring in, even during the rebuild, we were like, maybe an everyday guy, maybe, but more or less a scratch off.
Right.
More or less. And he's been getting reps, and, he could fuck around and be our all-star representative.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
He's like top 5 in the league in dingers.
Here's the thing with the lottery, man. Sometimes you can scratch off a $1 ticket and win $100.
Right.
So, like, he was that, and he has been that. And the thing is that he leads all of baseball in barrels with 10.
Yeah, he crushes the ball.
He smokes it.
Yeah, he doesn't get cheated often.
No.
He has really good ABs. And you know what I like about him? He takes my approach in Little League and in high school, where I was just like, people would be talking like hitting philosophy or whatever. Yeah. And I'll be like, I swing at the first pitch that I think I can hit into the woods.
Yeah. Well, he's gone to the Joey Votto age 37 school of hitting.
I mean, Drury doesn't take a lot of pitches. He's got a lot of, first, second pitch swings. You see a ball, you're sitting dead red. I love him. He takes fucking hacks, dude.
And he plays everywhere.
Yeah. Bro, what a player. There's guys like him all across the league, man. Just like we talk about it every fucking episode, but just the baseball player.
I got a nickname for him. New Scooter.
New Scoots.
New Scoots.
Yeah, new
I mean,
Scooter.
that's what he is. I mean, Scooter would barrel it up, smoke it, and you could put him at second, third, left, right. I mean, when he hit those 4 home runs against the Cardinals, he was in left field.
Yeah, hopefully his shelf life is a little longer than old Scoots Magoots.
Well, we can only hope, but what I can tell you is these are so good.
My God, I'm sorry that I'm just eating into the microphone, but...
Do it. Guys, this is a thing. Old Bay seasoned goldfish.
Jesus Christ.
Get you a bag. You can't just get them at the grocery store. You have to have them shipped to you.
Yeah, that's really crazy. I mean, I eat relatively healthy. I really do. I'm like most Americans. I'll eat a fast food I don't swear it off. I eat it on the road a lot. but not as much as I used to. Certainly not. I eat a ton of fruit. I fry up a lot of meat.
Of course.
I don't eat a lot, really.
Yeah.
But my vice, especially on the road.
Chips.
Yeah.
Chips are great.
I can eat and have eaten so easily an entire box of Cheez-Its.
Done.
An entire bag of... Easy.
Well, dude, here's the thing, man.
Easy. It's not real food.
There's not that many in there.
Yeah.
Goldfish trick you, dude.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. They make you think the bag, like, oh, you're going to get a lot of goldfish. No. Vacuum sealed, push it to the bottom. There's about that much goldfish in the actual bag.
Yeah, you're not lying.
It's bigger because the graphic designers who work there were like, we're going to show off for
Yeah, because, I mean, when this thing is open, it's like,
Yeah.
max, you're getting to the Old Bay here.
Yeah. You get more coffee grounds out of a coffee bag than you do goldfish in a goldfish bag.
I love
That's
goldfish,
science.
and I mean, those are obviously, like, particularly good.
They're unbelievably good.
Special right there. But for me, dude, I'm such a Cheez-It man.
Really?
Dude.
Do you have a specific... Okay, so you like regular Cheez-Its. Now you got to give me your top 3 offshoot cheesies.
Well, the best Cheez-It is one that they recently came out with, which is a box of entire... well done, like burnt Cheez-Its.
Oh, what? What are they called?
They're called like extra roasty or something. It's like the burnt ones. You know when you'd get one in the bag?
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're
And you'd
talking
be like, ooh, it's got a little burnish on it. It's the whole bag.
Oh.
So those are really good. And then I don't do a ton of fucking around with the offshoots just because an original Cheez-It's so good.
Really?
But if I am, I love the extra roasted white cheddar.
White cheddar's fire.
White cheddar's great.
Yeah.
White cheddar's great. And then I'll throw a dark horse in. Like those kind of bullshit, but like the healthy version where they're like air thins.
Yeah, but they're more crispy. Yeah.
Crisp.
Okay.
And they're great and they're a little wavy and they come in a variety of flavors.
Yeah.
What are you going with?
The goat is the hot ones.
The Tabasco.
The Tabasco.
Yeah,
Cheez-It.
that evaded my mind.
That is the goat.
That's my 3.
Now here's what I
That's
will
my
do.
2.
Now here's what I will do. When I'm feeling real Randall and horny, I will put them all on a plate, and then I will get some shredded pepper jack.
Oh, just go have a cheese orgy.
Oh yeah, Cheez-It nachos. Melt the cheese on there, and then also put some hot sauce on the cheese.
Okay, here we go.
I'm a monster.
No, you're not.
That's
You're an innovator. We're talking Frankenfoods with our favorite gas station snacks.
Okay.
You know what I did recently?
What'd you do? Be proud, first of all. Immediately be proud.
Been going through a huge pizza phase.
Okay.
Trader Joe's sells these big long packs of like 2 big ass rectangle pizza.
They're great.
Pre-cooked. All you got to do is fucking lather them with a little olive oil. Hit it with little, parsley, little salt, little pea, and then little garlic pepper. Throw that in the oven. Crisp that up. Bring it out. Little sauce.
Okay.
Cheese.
Okay.
And then for this pizza, I just did cheese. I did 3 different kinds of cheese. Ricotta, mozzarella,
ooh,
and then just like, the shredded Italian blend or whatever.
Ooh.
Here's what I did to him, dog.
Okay.
Little drizzle. Crunched up some Cheez-Its.
Oh.
Threw the Cheez-Its
Buddy
on
boy.
the pizza for that.
Come on. For the extra crunch?
Threw it back in the pizza, or in the little oven.
Yeah.
Dude, it's one of the best things I've ever eaten.
Okay, I'm going to have to do that. Because
then they crisp up. And they're like hot. Oh boy,
That's so
it's
horny.
good. It's so good.
Because also, that's like when you make, like when you see a taco pizza and then they put the little Doritos on there.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I made a Mexican pizza where I had the base was, guacamole salsa?
Of course.
Dude, the best. I'm fucking obsessed with guacamole salsa. Guacamole salsa base. Little cheese, some jalapenos, and just because it's what we had, a rotisserie chicken, threw that on there. But under the layer of cheese, 4 circular tortilla chips.
Oh, come on.
Dude,
come on.
It's so fun. I feel like a little kid on a field trip, but like, and it feels healthier just because you're like making it with your own hands.
Right.
Dude, I will just eat like a little personal 6-inch, 7-inch square piece of pizza like 4 days a week.
Dude,
You
know
can just
what?
make whatever kind of pizza you want.
This is what, when they say, like, oh, when you become an adult, you really know what it's about. This is it. The freedom to be able to go and do anything that you want, but still respect the boundaries of the human body.
Yeah.
This is it. Trader Joe's, you go pick up your canvas, and then you pick up your paints in the other aisles.
Yeah.
And you are making masterpieces.
It's so fun.
It's
and then
the
you
best.
just eat it.
Cooking is probably the best thing about being an adult.
Damn, that's a good premise.
Because you have
That's a good idea. That's a nice thought because, like, there's a lot of shit that comes along with adult that is, like, good, but
Sure.
then there's another side of it where it sucks.
Sure.
It's cool when you can be independent and have a job, but then you have a job. And that sucks.
And it does suck.
Gives you money to do things that you don't like.
And it takes away from the time that you have, so you only have an allotted amount that you don't know the end of.
And vacationing is like fun, but that
only this much.
vacation, it's really nothing.
Right.
It kind of, I don't know, sometimes I think a vacation will do more harm than good, where you go with
Completely
the
out of rhythm.
expectation and you're like, all right, I need to get my head right. This is going to be incredible. This is my time. You're so caught up in that you end up just whatever.
Yeah.
Just kind of being anxious at the beach.
Right.
And then you come back and you're like, oh, well, fuck.
And
now
I
I'm
gotta
just
catch up
back
on
to now I'm back behind.
Yep.
So, but cooking,
It's the little everyday joys.
it's a skill.
Yes.
That's something to it. You can improve upon it.
It's a scavenger hunt.
It's a scavenger hunt. You have to go out and like gather.
All the things that you need. So there's the adventure portion
And then you have the, just the reward
of eating it.
of eating something delicious. And something that I know that you kind of get off on, giving it.
Oh, dude.
Feeding,
I do not-
like providing.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very carnal. No, you're right on that.
It's
Cooking is one of the best things about being an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it attacks all of the senses too. Think about it: the way it feels, the way it tastes, the way it smells.
It's tactile. It's physical. Depending on what you're doing, it's goddamn dangerous.
Exactly.
It's hot, like a
Yeah.
hot cast iron, a big giant blade. You're like cutting up some shallots or some
Bro,
shit.
I have to get out a torch that goes up to 1,000 degrees to start my grill.
Yeah, dog.
And yeah, man, like I mean, there's got to be something else that it appeals to. The consequences are, I don't know, diarrhea if you're stupid.
Yes.
That's about
But
it.
that happens a lot.
Yeah,
you can
often.
choke.
You could choke, but that's not the food's fault. That's your fault. You can't
right,
chew, dummy.
exactly. That's mechanical error.
Yeah, that's your mouth's fault.
I like that premise. Cooking is nice. I enjoy
best.
it.
Speaking of cooking, I smoked burgers on Sunday. Okay, I put them on Instagram, and boy,
Oh, I saw those bitches.
they looked great. I need to tell you right now, they looked amazing,
Oh, what's the rest of this story?
buddy. Boy, howdy, did I fuck them up.
How?
So I made my blend. I have my proprietary spice blend, Billy's Blend trademarked. It's not. Don't take it though. And
A blend.
it's a blend of spices.
Blend.
A blend.
Belindy.
Oh, God.
It's Billy's Blendy.
Billy's Blendy.
Billy's Belindy.
Oh, come on. Shit. So, I was I did that, and then I had a little bit left over from wings I made
Okay.
And
of Billy's Blend.
of Billy's blend, chicken wing blend. There's a difference between chicken and when you season for chicken and when you season for beef.
Yeah.
What do you do with chicken? You put in more salt.
Yes.
Beef doesn't need it. And I didn't think about it. Dumped it in.
So they were
Rubbed it off.
super salty.
Dude, they were unbelievably salty. They were so salty. They were spicy.
Oh my god, like salt burn.
Salt burn.
I know that.
I was so mad.
Fucked it up with some salt because Daddy loves salt.
I love salt. Don't get it twisted.
But they were too salty.
They were far too salty. Too salty that the mother-in-law couldn't finish them.
Oh, that sucks.
Did I have one for lunch today?
Of course
yes,
you
I did.
did.
And dude,
Use every part of the kill.
Dude, then the burger struck again yesterday. Okay? Warning, this is gross. You know I'm tongue-tied?
Yeah.
Well, I went to go take a bite, and I went a little big. And when I went, I felt
You're kidding.
my tongue
Your tongue popped.
popped and disconnected. I now have new superpowers. I can get it all the way down, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Did that hurt?
A little bit.
Ooh, what?
But it is like, it looks like I have a vagina connecting my tongue right now because it is just separated.
Lift it up.
Dude.
Dude.
I got a little puss in my mouth.
You just took too big a bite and your tongue was like, we're fine.
So when you said took too big of a bite, yeah, there's consequences.
Yeah, dude, I'm just trying to think of like it's like the equivalent of like a stress fracture over time, right? And then it finally just goes in like, whatever. An NBA player's leg just goes at a right angle.
Yeah.
That was
Derrick Rose's knee.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's just too many Sky Roses. That's too many just like maximum capacity bites.
But you know what? This benefits.
Oh yeah, dude, that's hilarious. That something in your body broke.
I'm done braked.
You done braked your tongue.
But dude, I heard it go, and I was like, oh, and then I went.
Pain 1 to 10 is.
It was
when
just
it
kind
happened,
of weird. It
weird.
was surprise, and then like it peaked more in the evening. I was like, my mouth actually hurts.
Yeah, I bet.
But now it's like, it's
Damn,
just
it's
an
a whole
inconvenience.
different thing.
Just
It's like
touching it?
It's just like a canker sore.
Yeah, someone's very excited about it. You know who it is. It's the dog. The dog's pumped.
Yes.
The dog's so
Damn,
excited.
Bill. Well, congratulations on your
Thank
new
you.
tongue.
Thank you. I'm Gene Simmons. I'm coming for you.
That's really exciting, man.
See, it is. That was a great part of my week so far that I've had.
Go ahead.
No,
Oh.
and that, and then taking Rosie to the ballpark for Park in the Park.
And she behaved.
She was fantastic. She was great. I no longer want to get rid of my dog. I like the dog.
Oh, she knows how to act.
Yeah,
now.
it took a month and a half and a
what
lot of
happened.
hard work from Alicia. I just kept walking by like, you need to figure out this dog. I'm gonna fuck it, and then I just keep going in the other room.
I mean, that's what happens. Puppy comes in here. Puppies are gonna puppy, but no, of course. I mean, dogs wouldn't be in every other home in America if they were like truly shitty. You
Agreed.
know? Yeah. No, I mean that's cool. I'm glad that Rosie's got her little act together.
She was good. The Bark in the Park is a novel concept.
Yeah, it kind of blows my mind.
In practice, it is a fucking terrible idea.
Yeah.
We had fun, but there's no reason to get that many dogs together in a place that isn't made for dogs.
Yes, it is not.
Where's a dog going to sit? Do you think a dog's just going to sit in a normal chair the whole time?
Can't imagine.
No. You're going to have them lay on the ground? What's on the ground? All of the food
Every
in the
food,
ballpark.
every food,
And
yes.
every smell imaginable.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's just so stimulating. I mean, it's
Extremely.
loud. Did they make it less loud for
No.
Bark in the Park? It's just normal. A normal game with low attendance, but you just throw in 50 to 75 dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I mean, fuck it.
It's fun. I mean, if you're bad, go for it.
Yeah, dude, they should have hiss at the park and let people bring reptiles.
That's what I said. I was like,
Just a bunch of snakes and lizards and
Yeah.
just terrariums.
Here's the thing. You think they would kind of mute the noises, and the guy that plays the clap and make noises would like get the night off?
Mute it.
Nope. He went the same. He was like, get loud. And then you just hear people clap, and then dogs looking around like, where's my master? Where do I go?
Right.
Where do I go? It's like, this is a terrible idea.
So in Bark in the Park, do they have like dog concessions? Do they have like treats or like bowls of cream or like water around the park? or
They
anything?
had, so you had to go in the right field entrance. You were at the right foul pole, and so you went up through that area, like where the Budweiser deck is, the fan zone entrance. And when you walk in, they had this company called the Pet Butler set up, probably a little bit bigger than this room, of just sod in between those concrete walls.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this is where your dog pees. It was gross.
Yeah, that's a giant piss and shit sponge.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Cool.
Neat. And then it was just like,
Great.
I was like, Alicia was like, I got to take the dog. And I went, cool, I'll stand to the side. I'm not ruining my shoes.
That's so wild.
It was so gross.
just
She
a
was,
giant sponge of pee.
it was foul. And then just
In
of
a
walking, just a
piss-soaked ground.
piss puddle with just like 3 inches of sod where every dog pees. And then
Lord have mercy.
Then they walk up, and then they're like, here's dog water. And it was like one of those tubs, like this big, about that wide, that they just filled up with a hose and just was like, this is it. I was like, cool.
Damn.
And then they had like, they were giving out treats. They had a euthanasia center, so if you wanted to put your dog down at the ballpark.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to have your last moments with it.
I mean, like, I don't know.
I'm going to take my dog's last moments. They're going to be a great American.
Seems like a really good dog could potentially like be great for getting foul balls and stuff.
Could be, but then the problem is you have 70 other dogs that are going crazy.
Damn.
Which is cute. It's very cute. It's a very neat Instagrammable thing, and then you leave. Like, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
They have a doggy parade, which is cute. Mr. Red came over and said hello, and then that was like... That was it. It was pretty... I mean, it's cool. I had a great time. Rosie was extremely well behaved. But the moment when... I think it was Drury who hit a homer. Fireworks. Lights going crazy. She jumped up and went into my arms, and I had to hold her. And hold her into my chest. And the whole time she was farting.
Oh, that's fun.
Just like... and I was like, oh, she's farting.
Damn, dude. How many dogs do you think were there?
Probably like 50 or 60 of all breeds and sizes.
See, 50 or 60, that's like...
It's a lot of dogs.
It's a lot, but then also it's like shockingly low. I mean, I guess our attendance is just in general. Out of those 50 or 60 dogs, how many of those people do you think only went because they could bring their dog? Like, do you think that those people go? Do you think they go to games without their dog, or it's Bark in the Park and they're like such a dog? My dog is my personality that I'm gonna go because it's like Bark in the Park or like dog people.
Dude, I would tell you,
I'll go public with it.
Sure.
Losers.
I agree.
Yeah.
If your entire personality is your dog.
Yeah, I'm not saying everyone with a dog is. You know what I'm saying? But like
I know, but if you take one aspect of your life and you make it your entire personality, you're a fucking nerd.
Bum. Yes, exactly.
And it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's the nicest way to put it.
Yes.
I could be real mean, but I'm not going to, and be specific. And but I don't want to get get bombarded on stage and tackled.
But that's good enough. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I love my dog. I love my cats. I love the Reds. I love stand-up comedy. I love my wife. I love cooking. Is it my entire personality? No.
No, it can't be.
I am so glad that the dog is not your entire personality. I want you to know that.
We're talking Bark in the Park.
Yeah, the first lady came in.
So much fun.
It seemed like it went really well.
She was mostly good. There's a little too much. The weirdest thing that we saw the whole night was a couple came in with a pit bull that had very obviously recently given birth.
Just big nips.
Yeah, just
huge swangers.
Just giant dog tits.
But that wasn't the weirdest part. It was that it was like dragging the owners all over the place.
Just a very chill postpartum depression pit bull.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was wondering if that was going on. I was like, is this dog back in heat? What's happening? But it was literally dragging so hard that it was going like for 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was horny. It was trying to get pregnant under the smokestacks.
I know they're really sweet and they're very cute, and everyone is allowed to do whatever they want to do, but pit bulls are scary.
Extremely.
Yeah, they're scarier.
Yeah, well,
they're scarier in a fucking lab. Yeah. Just like objectively. I'm not saying all pit bulls, but like if we're talking dogs.
Yeah, there's
only scariest one.
There's only one pit bull that I'm not scared of, and his name is Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Oh yeah, exactly. And he's a Puerto Rican man or wherever he's from.
And he's never in heat.
Yes. Oh, he's always on fire, dude.
And muy fuego.
En fuego. Yeah.
En fuego.
Gala.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide, dude.
He's coming.
In general?
He's coming.
That motherfucker's here.
He's here. He's coming to Cincinnati. He's playing Riverbend.
Really?
With Iggy Azalea opening. What a show.
Boy, that'd be fun to go and witness.
We're going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you guys, dude. I need a report back. That's incredible.
Friend of the pod, Emma and Albert are taking us, and they have box seats at Riverbend. And we're going to be in the box at Riverbend.
For Pitbull and Iggy Azalea.
How does it get any funnier, honestly?
No, that's hilarious. That's
so
set up
funny.
to be an incredible evening of people watching.
Are we taking a party bus there? Absolutely.
Let's go. I mean, go all in. Just,
You're right.
there's no way that won't be so goddamn fun.
Right.
You'll be having so much fun, and even if it starts off as of like going ironically or whatever, you'll get there and be like, this rules.
Yeah.
They're killing.
Dude, it'll be when Pitbull gets on, we'll probably know every word. It'll be like, I remember this one from every Bud Light commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, high school.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
college.
Yeah, for real, dude. Pitbull. Dirty Pit.
Dirty Pit.
Those things are incredible. That bag is not gonna last.
No,
the
it's
pod.
not.
So there's a rumor that there's another opener ahead of Iggy Azalea, and that man's name is Sean Paul.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Get better. Sean Paul had a moment, dude.
Yeah, he did. Sean Kingston's coming. He's coming, and the opener is the jet ski that almost killed him.
Oh, so
Pretty
many
good.
beautiful girls. That rules.
So many beautiful bridges too.
Oh, so many.
He just wants to run into them all on his jet ski. I'll keep going back to it.
Sean Kingston, dog.
Yeah,
Well, that Pitbull thing would be fun.
it would be fun. Now,
You bring your dog, bark at the Pitbull. You should be able to bring your dog to a Pitbull show. It's like, come on, man.
bark at the bend.
Come on, dog.
Pit bulls only.
Bark at just a bunch of Pitbulls.
Yeah, I feel like you can bring your dog to a pit bull show, and then probably Jimmy Buffett, and just see how drunk the parrot heads get and how many dogs go missing.
Plenty.
Yeah, I would sign me up. I'd love to go to that.
Fucking plenty.
Would you ever go to a Jimmy Buffett concert?
I've been to Jimmy Buffett
I
concerts,
figured. I was
bro.
just gonna guess.
You kidding me?
I wanted to politely put it out. Okay.
Yeah. No, Jimmy Buffett concert. It's really like kind of the same idea as a Pitbull concert.
Sure.
You go, it seems so eye-rolly. You go and you're like, oh yeah, this will be fun. I'm so much cooler than this. And then you go and there's 15,000 people and you get caught up and you realize that, I don't know, Jimmy Buffett, I might have said this on the pod before. Do you know what his door deal is at Riverbend?
I'm gonna guess it's like a 70-30 split.
It is a 110%.
Whoa.
So he takes every cent of ticket sales, and then they pay him 10% of ticket sales.
Whoa.
110% of the door, because they sell every ticket, they sell out of beer, they sell out of margaritas, they sell every parking spot. It's, it's their biggest fucking night of the year. It's huge. It's a full-on event.
That was my question, is how they sell out of beer, because people party in the lots 3 days before the
tailgate.
concert.
But I mean, it's just a thing. I don't know. I've seen Jimmy Buffett and Willie Nelson at Riverbend, and both times you're looking at them, especially as like performers.
Yeah.
It's like get it up, lady. You get caught up emotionally because you're like, dude, Jimmy Buffett's been coming to this venue for like 3.5 decades.
Yeah, he has 2 live albums recorded at Riverbend.
It's incredible, right? It's incredible. Well, Willie Nelson's been coming to Riverbend. When did it open? When did Riverbend open? Because that is how long Jimmy Buffett and Willie Nelson have been playing it.
I'll pull a Jamie.
You know what I'm saying? Pull that shit up, Jamie. But I don't know. It was cool. Jimmy Buffett, man, I've done wonderful and horrible things at Jimmy Buffett concerts.
Here we go. Riverbend opened. Wow, it is not as it's not as old as I thought.
80s or 90s?
1984.
84. There you go.
It was built for $9 million.
That doesn't seem that much. But
Well,
then
they just put a roof on grass and poured concrete.
Yeah, but then when you go up there, it kind of makes sense. It's not like an arena. Yeah, $9 million.
Yeah.
If you built that shit today, it would be 35.
Oh, the venue's first performance was by Eric Kunzel, rest in peace, and the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra with special guests Ella Fitzgerald and Neil Armstrong.
Damn, Neil Armstrong.
Yes, the
astronaut.
The astronaut. I don't know why he's listed.
Well, that's cool.
That's cool.
He just talked. He did a live pod.
Dude, it's so funny because the next thing on Wiki is Jimmy Buffett at Riverbend. He's played every year since 1988.
Yeah, every year since 88, and at this point, he gets 110% of the door.
Whoa! 41 consecutive sellouts.
Yeah.
Only 2 other venues where he has played more: Comcast Center and the Merriweather Post Pavilion.
That's so cool. Nah, Jimmy Buffett, absolute legend. He's going around. He's playing these sellouts at 70 plus.
Cincinnati is where the phrase "parrot head" was coined.
See,
Come on.
see, no matter how you feel about that genre or about Jimmy Buffett, look in the fucking mirror. Realize it's fucking. It's a
insane.
cultural thing. It's cool.
No, it's
Sorry,
insane.
it's cool.
No, it's very cool.
It
When you
rules.
really break it down,
Rules the same way that Pitbull rules.
it rules. Well, Pitbull doesn't have 41 consecutive sellouts.
You're goddamn
He
right.
does
he
have
doesn't.
41 consecutive songs in Bud Light commercials, though.
Yes, he does.
Pretty cool.
That net worth is not hurting.
Not hurting. So you were talking about this earlier, and I was thinking about adding it to the pod, and we should do this every week when the Reds continue to suck. New nights at the ballpark to bring people in. All right, and you
Okay.
kind of took mine.
Oh, that's
when you
fun.
thought I was going to talk about doing a lizard night at the ballpark.
Cold-blooded. What would you name it?
Now this is where we get to figure it out. This is the
Hiss
puzzle.
at the park.
Hiss at the park. Wait.
Scales.
Scales or scales. Slither in center or
Okay, that's not bad.
and then the giveaway.
Cold-blooded night.
Cold-blooded. The giveaway that comes with it when you bring your lizard or your snake is free Cincinnati Reds branded Heat Rock.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Or just like
Solar
one of
powered.
those red light bulbs, but it just got the C
See
on it. Yeah, like a heat lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
That's
the shape
good.
of the wishbone C.
What else? What about that's a good this is a good segment.
This is a good bit. This is a good
This is a
bit.
good bit. Ways to get people out to the stadium.
Yeah. Because it got
With the purchase of a ticket, you are allowed to shit in the tundra out in left center field.
Yes, perfect segue into we are still on Turdra watch.
Yeah,
Hasn't happened.
we're waiting.
We're waiting. Where is he? Is he sitting here? Who knows?
Maybe I can get down with that.
I could.
Get a couple, especially we're talking about things that they're doing to get people out to the ballpark. Tuesday nights, that 3-2-1.
That's what made me think of it.
3-2-1, $3 12-ounce BLs.
Yeah.
What is it? $2 dogs, $1 popcorn.
$1 ice cream cups.
All right. I think
Sign
I'm
me
going
up.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
go
what
after.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. $3 beers? It's cheaper than the hub.
That is, dude. And I never thought that would ever get cheaper.
Yeah, my God.
So, you know what's a great deal?
Oh, you got a good deal on your hands?
Dude, I got a great deal. Guys, we are now influencers. What?
We always have been.
We
dog.
always have been. Look, we've been food influencers, but now we're peddling T-shirts. But Billy, I thought that was your job. Shut up. Check it out. Go to intheclutch.com. We have In the Clutch has MLB. Yeah, it's true.
You get to say we.
Okay, I do get to say it. We have MLB PA licensed stuff, Negro League licensed stuff, a lot of just baseball themed stuff, all kinds of just different sports apparel. Go and check it out. Use the code NASTYBOYS to get 10% off.
It's pretty good.
Whoa! Link in the description.
In the clutch.
InTheClutch.com.
You should do it. InTheClutch.com.
It's cool as shit. Check it
Promo
out.
code Nasty Boys.
Nasty Boys, and you get 10% off.
It's a good deal. They got. It's like the MLB PA license makes all the difference in the world. So any T-shirt that you've seen online of like a specific player or any like something that In the Clutch does really well is it's like if something pops off in the news, if something happens and it's just all over ESPN, all over Twitter, all over Baseball Tonight, that T-shirt will come out in like a week.
Not even. It's like
Less
2
than
days.
that. It's like that night it happens.
Yeah, because I'm in the chats talking, watching baseball, going like, hey, check this out. Hey, check this out.
I mean, we're talking like shirts that there are some shirts, and this is what's so impressive about In the Clutch is it's like there are some shirts where if you buy one, you might be like one of 10 people
Yeah.
in the whole fucking world to have this Jock Peterson Pearl shirt or whatever moment it is, you know?
Just type in farmers only on in the clutch. That's right up your alley.
Yeah,
it's Kyle Farmer at every position.
It's sick.
in the
I've
field.
seen that shirt.
Well,
yeah,
guess what?
in the clutch, promo code Nasty Boys.
Boys.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Colorcast. You know the deal. It's a streaming audio-only platform. Where
Live.
It's live. It's audio only.
It's like this, but if you were in that camera right now, you could like type something
And talk to us.
Or even say something if you are in that tier.
Yeah. Just link it to your Twitter. You can find us at The New Nasty Boys. We'll be on someday at some time. Bring your spiciest takes. We did all the reads.
Colorcast. We're red up, baby.
We're red up.
That in the clutch thing is cool, especially
really
because
cool.
I know you kind of finagled that yourself.
I did.
Yeah,
So it's
which
gonna
is
be pretty
good.
cool.
Congrats, dog.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get into the week.
Shall we?
We'll start on May 3rd, my sister's birthday. She turned 33 this year. How about that?
There you go.
She is almost in her mid-30s. When do you consider your mid-30s? Is it like 35 and then 35 to 38?
Mid is 35.
Okay, great.
34, you're in your early 30s. 35, mid 30s.
Okay.
36, mid 30s. 37 through 39, late 30s.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I did need that cleared up.
We're in our early 30s.
We're in our early 30s. We're in our early 30s.
Yes.
Yeah, we're great.
Full on.
The Reds lost 3-6 to the Brewers. You had Tyler Mahle on the bump, who had 3 1/3 innings pitched with 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, a homer. His stuff just wasn't on that day, but then the rest of the day, the bullpen was nails with
They really were
Alexis
nails.
Diaz and Hoffman pitching a combined 3 1/3 innings. Correct, if I'm doing my math out. 1.2 plus 1.2 is 3 1/3. No earned runs and 5 strikeouts. Alexis Diaz and Jeff Hoffman have been very solid outside from one bad Hoffman performance this week. The offense was not really there, but Tommy Pham hit a homer, and he also hit a double in that game. Mike Moustakas also hit a double and an RBI.
Bat is not comatose. I mean, he's batting 245.
Right, that's around what he hits.
Yeah, exactly. We just there's no power.
Right, and that's coming because
There's no pop.
he just got back off the IL. He is playing.
Yeah.
Right, he's playing in
40 minutes.
38 minutes.
Yeah.
So exciting stuff. Mahle even said it after the game. My secondary stuff wasn't on. I'm not finding it yet. But think about who he's had to pitch against.
Yeah, I mean the best of the best.
The best of the best.
Dodgers, Braves, Cardinals, Padres. Yeah, it's brutal.
All-
It's fucking brutal.
All playoff teams.
Yep. All of them.
No doubt in my mind now.
You know what Mahle does, and it's so weird because he'll do it in a good performance, but it's and Welsh was talking about a little bit about it. Welsh and Sadak, who, God damn it, I just love.
Sadak?
Sadak is
He's the man.
man.
And then he drops at least 3 comedy movie references.
Yes, no,
a broadcast.
Sadak rules. But Mahle, and I mean, I noticed it. Anybody who watches notices it. Mahle can go out there, and through 3 innings, he could have 1 hit, 6 Ks, no walks, but his pitch count is at 59.
Yeah, he's just
And
throwing a lot of pitches.
He throws so many pitches, and he's winning at bats, and he's got a high K rate. But you'll look up, he'll be throwing a gem, but in the 5th inning, he's at 100 pitches. You know, I mean, I don't know what that is because he is a K guy.
Right.
He's a strikeout guy, but it's like 7, 8 pitch at bats. I mean, he's averaging something like 18, 19 pitches an inning.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's hard.
It's hard, and that's also why he gets shelled in the 3rd time going through, is because he has unleashed his arsenal to get these Ks in the
Yes.
1st, 2nd go-around.
And they know what it looks like, and they know what, yes.
Right, and
it's
that's-
all adjustments. And I know he's still,
That's who he is.
Yeah.
He's not going to change that.
no.
So he just has to figure out his secondary pitches and know going out that Tyler Mahle might only go 5 1/3. There's a very, very occasional time where he goes to that
7.
3rd time.
Yeah.
Right. I think that only happened maybe once or twice
Yeah,
last
I
season.
know. He's not a long-term guy.
Not meant for the world. And then Brandon Woodruff, 5 2/3, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, 12 Ks, gave up 2 dingers.
Did Gotti get in that game? Because Trevor looked great a couple times against the
Trevor's
Reds.
in the next game, so let's
Yeah,
get
there
right
you go.
into it on 5-4. You've got the Reds losing 4-18. Yikes. A low-scoring football game. Vladdy, 4 1/3, 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks, 2 homers. Is it time
Shelled. Yeah,
to
I mean,
send him back down?
Yes.
I'm in 100% agreement
Yeah.
with you. When Lodolo
No, I
comes
mean,
back,
he's throwing BP, dude.
it's bad. He just
He
hit,
gets shelled.
dude. Since his arm went dead in September of last year, he has just not looked the same.
No, I mean, he's there are guys in the league who can get away with a 92-mile-per-hour fastball,
He's not one of them.
but he is not one of them. I mean, it is what it is. That guy is just throwing meat.
Yeah, he got figured out quick.
Yeah, I hate it for him, and it's weird for him to have gotten figured out so quick with the way that he changed the arm slot, changes the timing and the pace. But it's like sometimes your shit's just not nasty enough to be in the bigs.
No, it might be in the pen, but he's not in the starting rotation.
I think Vlad, a guy who works like him, is better suited in the bullpen.
I agree.
Whoever that dude is for the Yankees, Nestor, who's all over Twitter because he's just he dances out there. I mean, he's full on Louis Tion.
Bro almost had a no yesterday.
Yeah, that guy's filthy.
He's nasty.
But it's not Vlad.
It's 92. You know who he needs to take some notes from? Old school Steve Zizek. Take a look at how that shit breaks.
Steve Zizek reference.
Dude, guy, yeah, he's still in the league. Take a look, watch some film, and go, I should be doing that. It's a weird release angle, but the weird release. But the problem is that he's just leaving it up. You're leaving it up too high. You can only live in the bottom of the zone and keep breaking down and away. And it seems like that curveball is just staying up a little too high, or they're figuring out a sequencing. And that's
It's a little too high.
That's something he needs to figure out in AAA, not the bigs.
Yeah, Louisville, not in Great American Ballpark.
No, the worst place to figure out your curveball, something that hangs and it's getting
And just gets
warmer.
crushed.
It's getting smoked. Buck Ground Chuck Buck Farmer got fucking shelled. Inning pitched, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 K. And that game was closed out by your right fielder, Matt Reynolds. How fun. Position player
Matt
pitching.
Reynolds gets picked up off the fucking couch. He comes in, and now he's pitching in a Major League Baseball game.
Just like, can you throw it over?
Yeah.
We need 1 out.
Yeah.
Just go do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And he did. Oh boy, that next game, another loss, 5-10 to the Brewers. In that game, you've got Mike Moustakas hitting a double, Tyler Stevenson with a homer, and not looking good for Hunter Greene. 2 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 8 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 Ks, 5 homers. We'll get to him later. I have a little bit to talk about with him after we wrap up here. Trevor Gott was in the last game with a hold and 2 Ks. And then in this game that I am talking about, Trevor Gott got another hold, 1 inning pitched, 2 strikeouts. And the season so far to this point, he has a 1.74 ERA. But we got to him last night.
Yeah, he's got 11 inherited runners. Not one of them has crossed the plate.
What a guy.
Nah, I love it for him, man.
I do too.
It's so sick.
If he keeps it up, he's getting that deal.
100%.
He's getting that deal.
Yeah, and they're already talking about it on Twitter because their GM, whoever's in charge, I can't remember his name up in
David Stearns.
Yes, David Stearns.
Do you know where he comes from?
Where?
Tampa Bay.
Okay, that makes sense because that guy's a fucking genius. They've got Trevor out of 1 year right now, but he's like
On the minimum.
Yeah, he's on the minimum, but he's also I don't know all the verbiage exact, but like he's under arbitration for 2 more years.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's a good deal for Trev because Trevor knows what this deal is. Guys who come out of the pen, you're looking. Most of them are just going 1 year at a time.
Make or break.
Get that? Yes, exactly. Get that contract. But I mean, after this year, no, they're not going to be able to pay him the league minimum again.
No, they're gonna have to. I bet they try and buy him out in the middle of the season.
Yeah, and
How great would that be?
Fuck, dude, just keep it up, T. Gotti. I love you, kid.
And then now we finally get a reprieve. We get to finally play the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
Thank fucking God.
The Buccos came to town.
And that first game was an offensive explosion for the Reds.
It was amazing.
With 9 runs, and
Naquin got in on it.
6 of those runs were in 1 inning, which
Yep.
was the most runs the Reds had scored in a game at that point, and it was all done in 1 inning.
Wow.
How crazy is that? That's how one bad because of, I think, the late start with a lot of guys either going on or coming on. God damn it, getting off the IL or going on the IL. It's just it's bad, and so they finally got some semblance of some offense in this one, and you got to see someone who they know in JT Brubaker.
Yep. They
Youngstown,
know
Ohio
and
reference.
hit.
Oh, Youngstown, Ohio guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Now you do. I think I sat. I was like a section over from his family.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I heckled the shit out of him. But that game, you've got Tyler Stevenson hitting a double, Naquin hitting a double, Drury coming alive with a double, with Drury with ribs, TJ Friel with a rib, Naquin with a rib, Tyler Stevenson with 4 ribs, Naquin with 3. Come on, boys.
Yeah, that was great.
And Connor Overton fucking nails again for a guy that I didn't expect anything from coming out of here. 5th round pick by the Florida Marlins, gets here, is 28 years old, and he pitches 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks.
Thank you, sir.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Keep doing numbers. I got to piss.
Go piss. With Sesa, 1 2/3 innings with 2 Ks. Sims, 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 3 Ks, 1 walk, and then Strickland shutting the door. You love to see that. And there is something very interesting about, was it that game? It was that game, which we will talk with Lee in a second when he gets back. And then you have game number 2, which was a bullpen game, and the Reds lost 8-5, which was expected when you've got Moreta starting. He gave up 2 earned runs. Philip Deal, not the real deal, 2/3 of an inning pitched, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, 2 dingers. Then Steven Duggar comes in, and the guy who walks off the street, puts on a Reds uniform, 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 of them earned, 5 Ks, 1 walk, gave up a homer, and then the rest of the game happened. But overall, that is kind of expected when you have a bullpen game and you don't have a plan because Nick Lodolo's on the IL. Now, I will go back to that last game, game 1, now that Lee is back. Did you see that shit with Josh Van Meter?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
How wild.
Can't imagine that.
Guy is the emergency catcher, has never caught in the big leagues.
Since high school.
Ex-Red, mind you.
Yeah.
Roberto Perez gets hurt. The other catcher gets tossed for arguing strikes.
Well, one of the catchers, legs snapped in
Yeah,
half.
it's Perez. He just tripped around second and went, oh, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
But there were calls that he couldn't frame them. They were clearly strikes, but he just couldn't
Dude,
get it together.
Dude, that's hard to do, to be the emergency catcher in a high school game. You're the emergency catcher in the big leagues where, even for the Pittsburgh Pirates, you're going out there and catching somebody who's humming 96, 97.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
Insane. I felt bad for him.
Of course. Yeah, it sucks.
In the second game, you've got home. In the first game, let me see here. Second game. In that second game, you've got a homer from Brandon Drury and a double from Brandon Drury, and 4 RBIs for the guy. And, pretty awesome. And then let's finish out this Pittsburgh Pirates series where the Reds win.
Fun game.
What does that mean if the Reds win 2 out of 3 games?
We won a series.
We won a series. Holy shit.
Yeah, baby.
Tyler Mahle looked good. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks, gave up a homer. But guess what? It's a great line at home.
Yeah, great line at home for a guy who struggles at home. Like I said earlier, even in that game, pitch count way up, but job well done. I mean, job done. And then the bullpen came in and minus Muerta. Muerta gave up a dinger to Reynolds, I believe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everyone else can't complain.
No, you cannot.
It was like a fucking alternate universe seeing Colin Moran in a Reds jersey hit a home run off Heath Hembry in a Pirates jersey.
It felt good.
A grand slam, actually.
It did. Oh, that felt good to watch that happen.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Heath Hembry was the bane of our existence last year.
Yeah.
And to see him be thrown into a Pirates uni and get shelled, it's like, I remember this feeling, but on the other side.
Yeah, for sure. Also good to see Moran get a little swagger.
Getting hot. The guy has a stick. It's just been, he was signed
Big
late.
league stick. Been in the league for a long time.
Yeah. 10 of his home runs were at Great American Ballpark in the other uniform.
No shit.
So, excited to see him coming around.
Yeah, that's good.
Eventually, Joey Votto will get back after he gets done with the coffee sneezies. But
Is that what's wrong with JV?
And Nick?
They're sick.
They have COVID.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Love it.
And then we're going to go to last night's game because the game is getting ready to start in 25 minutes. So, last night's game, Bark in the Park.
The aforementioned Bark in the Park.
That was a fun night.
We were there.
And
yeah.
And the Reds, 110-5.
2-game win streak.
2 game in a row.
A win streak. Yes.
Fuck yeah. God, I'm so excited.
2 in a row. It's so funny. We're not even being sarcastic.
No, I'm positively
so
thrilled.
geeked.
I'm so thrilled. Look, man, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You just got to keep putting 2 and 2 together. Just keep putting wins together. Schedule's going to be hard. How much harder is it going to get than what we just went through?
It will never be harder than that.
No, it won't.
It will never be harder than the number 1 hardest strength of schedule in Major League Baseball.
Combine that with what's coming down the pipe with the entire AL East. But, yeah, you still get to play the NL Central. The Cubs don't look good. The Cardinals, you already saw them. The Brewers, you already saw them.
Yeah, the Brewers are obviously the superior team, but there is something to be said about just playing a team a lot.
There's also something to be said about beating the absolute dick off of Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about having him go out and he pitches 4 1/3. He gives up 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 2 walks, 6 Ks.
Yeah, that's a Cy Young guy.
2 dingers. Oh yeah, that's a guy that you're touching up. You'll love to see that.
Yeah.
And you know what you also love to see? Louise Castillo back on the bump.
Yeah.
You get your ace back. He didn't look exactly ace material.
He
but
looked
guess
like an
what?
ace in his first start back a month and a half into the season.
Exactly. 4 2/3, 3 hits, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, gave up 1 homer. And then Sesa gave up 2 earned runs, had 1 K. But then you follow that up with Alexis Diaz, Jeff Hoffman, and Joel Kuhnel's back.
Joel Kuhnel. Back in the strap, man.
I love to see it. The Doughy Hillbillies back on the bump.
Dude. The goatee bandit.
My guy. I bet I could fit into his jersey.
Oh, for sure.
I love that guy.
Speaking of thick boys, Daniel Vogelbach for the Pirates.
Oh yeah.
I'm so hyped he's still in the league. He is literally fat. Obviously he's like a freak athlete, like
Sure.
a top tier athlete, but he's fat. He's huge.
Thickness. He is a thick boy.
He's so thick.
9 C's in that thick.
Yeah.
He just all he does is he hits dingers and does a light jog.
Yeah.
Because he's trying not to pump his heart too hard.
Truly. He grounded at the second base. Hard hit ball. So granted, it's like you're going to be out by a long time. But he was like 45 feet away from first base.
Yeah. Why even run? There's no reason.
It rules.
How much longer until we see in this sport, we see these big thick boys hitting ding-dongs, and then there are just designated runners?
Can't be too much longer.
I'd be all for it.
Yeah, just have a little dude just sitting there waiting at the dugout.
Gone.
Don't want these big dogs to turn an ankle.
Yeah, yeah, her to turn aside. Vogelbach, like he hit that ball and it just grounded a second, and he saw just. Oh.
Yeah, right. It was just incredible to see him play. It's like,
It's
God,
awesome.
that guy weighs 300 plus.
And he's played for Seattle,
Oakland.
He's also played for.
Was he a Brewer?
He was a Brewer last year, and now he's a Pirate. I feel like we're missing one, and I'm not going to Google Daniel Vogelbach because if I do that with my fingers, it'll be more activity than he does in a day.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Yeah, don't want him to be winded off
not
of
doing
your
that.
Google search.
No, thank you. Sandy Almora Jr., he had a double. Moran hit another homer. That's back-to-back days
He went
with
2
homers.
for 4 on that Sunday
Drury
game.
had a homer. I mean, let's go. TJ Friel, I've always liked that dude. I thought he should have been up here after we designated Aristides Aquino for assignment, and
Yeah.
I'm glad he's here. Went out there, and he went 1 for 5 with a rib.
And made a really nice diving catch out in right field.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. And he's got a beautiful flow.
Beautiful flow. And it's you just want to get all these guys together, the
Yeah.
flow boys.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Do we have anything on Indio? Do we know when to expect him back?
I do. I have something later for you.
All right, good.
Yeah. Little tease.
Oh, a little tease.
Little tease for you. Cool. Let's talk about some highlights for us. You kind of mentioned it, but Brandon Drury, boy howdy,
Hitting the cover off the ball.
his last 7 games, he's 10 for 29 with 7 runs, 2 homers, 10 ribs, 2 walks, 10 Ks. He's got a 345, 394, 655 slash line.
655 slug. Come on, kid.
Woo. Here's the problem you got here. You've got Moose coming back. You've got,
Jose.
we'll talk about him too. More importantly, you have Senzel and you have Votto that are imminent to return.
Yeah.
Next couple days.
They're not hurt.
They are just dealing with
Yeah.
clogged sinuses
Right.
right now. They'll be back. So you've got first base occupied. So Colin Moran goes back to the bench. Center field, your outfield then kind of shifts. And you've got Naquin somewhere else. He's not hurt? I just think he was sitting that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was DHing. So that means you move Naquin to right. I mean, where are you going to put Drury? You can't take him out of the lineup.
No, I mean, DH helps him out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd put Drury at third before Moose. I don't care what the money situation is.
I don't care either. I think then you make Moose your DH and sit him.
You know? And I mean, Farmer just got off the schneid too, but whenever Barrero comes back, you have to put him in at shortstop.
Yep, he's the future.
And at this point in the season right now, you know, and again, it's so streaky because Farmer, 2 weeks ago was batting 375.
Yeah.
He went 0 for 34, and now he's at 205. So,
Right.
you know, it's very streaky. We got a streaky team. Naquin, the king of streak, you know.
Of course.
But if Barrero comes back and we slot him in at shortstop,
Yeah.
at this point, you just say, Drury, you're the third baseman until you go on some colossal dive.
Right. Yeah. I think I'm in the same boat with you.
Because he's got a nice glove too.
Yeah, and the guy plays everywhere.
Yeah, he plays pretty much every infield position. You
And
throw him out
rotate
in a
him.
corner.
Yeah, rotate him in and out. Give somebody a day off, but
You got to
he isn't
keep him
every
in the
day.
lineup.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure. And he's the kind of guy who it's like, sure, it might be nice if he could know that he was going to be playing third or first or second or whatever. But with all these injuries and with all this inconsistency, all we can ask of Drury is to just keep showing up to the park and raking.
Yep. And
But you're right. He can't be taken out of the lineup.
no way.
Not out
None.
of this fucking lineup. He's the only guy that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's one of the only dudes who truly is doing it. Now I'm intrigued. Almora Jr. here. I called him Sandy. Whoops. I'm gonna look at his last 7, dude. Talk about a guy that you signed for minor league depth and to come up and play in a pinch.
Yeah.
He is his slash line in 16 ABs. He's got 6 hits, 4 runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts, a stolen base, 375, 500 slash line. In 4
Pretty
games.
solid.
You know what? You don't hate it. You keep adding this depth, and it's starting to pay off. That's what I'm saying is this kind of depth is what you needed and you were missing, and then just the bats are turning around on it. Kind of what we thought they would do. Like, obviously, there will be a dip if Almora is playing every fucking day.
Yeah, of course.
But right now, fuck yeah.
Yeah, sure. Of
Sure.
course.
It's translating to wins. That's what's happening.
I mean, that's where we are. He's gone now, but we picked up JT Riddle, who came in and played 3 games and had 3 ribs, and then said, "See you later,"
See you, bye.
which is fine. And if India goes down again, or if or whoever goes down again, we might have to call him again. Not really with Drury in the situation,
No. And also with Matt Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know?
Matt Reynolds is playing some good ball.
Yeah, he is. I mean, all of these scratch offs are actually paying off, unlike the bullpen with last year. Like, it's these positional guys are coming up, showing they can hit, and then doing their time, and then going back to Louisville.
Yeah.
Fine. That's great. You love to see that. That's why you sign them.
Right.
But you don't need them playing every day.
No.
That's what's scary. Here's also something that's scary. Hunter Greene is getting shelled.
Oh, crushed.
Just
Doesn't even have
destroyed.
like good innings.
No. I'm looking at his heat map here, and it's not good, man. He is leaving it center of the zone all the time.
Yeah, he's just throwing too many strikes.
Too many strikes that are very fast.
But straight as a preacher's dick.
Right.
I mean, just you just put the jugs up to 105 and then go out there and it just looks like any other fastball.
Right. You got to get a little bit more movement on there.
Yeah.
And the slider's looking fine, but once you see that, how fast that fastball gets, and then if there's any dip in velocity, you know the slider's coming.
Yeah.
And then if it's not the slider, then it's his changeup that isn't that great. That's something he's worked on and he's designing, but I know, look, man, I get it. He's figuring it out. He's got to figure it out up here. But you got to make some kind of change.
Yeah, and the changes that he needs to make don't happen quickly.
No, it's
like
going
learning
to be a
how to
while.
make the ball move because his ball's, I mean, clearly there's been growth with him. We wouldn't have him up in the show.
Yeah.
You know, his ball has moved more than when we drafted him when he was 18.
Right, and with the year off with the Tommy Johns.
Yeah, but it's like that takes a lot. That takes a lot. I mean, ask Trevor Gott. He's been up and down, up and down, up and down year 7, and he,
Yeah.
just now getting that ball to move the way that it needs to at the major league level.
Sure.
I don't know. The Hunter Greene thing,
It's going to take time.
it's going to take time, and I just hope that he doesn't. It's a different thing psychologically when, like, an NFL quarterback. I always use this as an example. Peyton Manning gets drafted number 1 overall.
Yeah.
And they go 3-13 his first 2 years. But that's like par for the course. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. The team was bad around him. You're the leader of the team. It's different in baseball just because it's such like a singular thing or whatever. But but because it's so singular and because it's so mental, damn, you just dropped a goldfish and it caught on your titty.
It's kind of fat we're getting.
Leave it right there. I just don't want Hunter to. It's so mental that if he just goes out there and gets absolutely shelled this first season, that hits mentally different than Peyton Manning going 3-13. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but he has a good support system with DJ around him and the pitch. He's got like the pitching coordinator and pitching coach.
yeah.
So it's like he's got a great support system. So I'm not too worried about the mental. He's a tough kid. You could tell he's a smart kid when you talk to him, when he talks and gives interviews. He'll be fine. The brain is not what I'm worried about. I'm more worried about him only having a 4-seam fastball and him not having a 2-seam fastball or a cutter.
Yeah. And that will come, but again, like we just said, takes a long time.
It takes time.
It's a long time of just getting shelled at the major league level.
And looking at this, his hard hit percentage, 50%.
Half the time, somebody's just ripping a ball off of him.
Ripping on him.
Damn.
With an 8.71 ERA.
Yikes.
Yeah, dude, it is yikes city. Going over Connor Overton, but again, this guy, I mentioned the Pittsburgh start, but the Colorado start was 5 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 Ks in Coors. I think you keep him here. You let Hunter Greene figure it out.
Yeah.
I think you send Vladdy down once Nick gets back.
Yeah.
Or you bring somebody else up from the farm, which I don't know who that would be.
Is Reaver in the pen right now or in Louisville?
He's in Louisville.
Yeah.
He is in Louisville, which is where he belongs. He needs to figure out his shit too. I wouldn't be shocked if like Brandon Williamson kind of gets it together and figures it out. I haven't seen where he's pitching in Double-A at the moment. Let's see how he's done this year in Chattanooga. Out of curiosity, in 22 1/3 innings pitched, He has, that's kind of scary. He's given up 20 hits, 3 homers. He's got 15 walks, 27 strikeouts. Batters are hitting .244 against him with a 1.57 whip with a 5.24 ERA. Yikes. Not ready yet. Bring up Graham Ashcraft. That's what I would do.
Sure.
Yeah. Guys, you know what he's doing right now? In 6 games, he's got a 1.63 ERA.
Bring him up.
Bring him up with 21 Ks to 15 walks. Fine, whatever. Just bring him up. Bring anyone up that isn't goddamn Vladdy.
Yeah.
And keep Connor Overton up here. And the thing that I wanted to talk about with Connor that's so interesting, Guy has 2, 4, 6 different pitches he can get you out with.
That's fun. What's he got? A 4, a 2, change, slide, curve, like slurve or some shit?
Yeah, he's got a 4-seam, slider, sinker, change, curve, cutter.
There you go.
That's what you need.
Yeah, just keep that ball moving.
Yeah. If on the bench, Connor should just be like, hey, Hunter, come here. This is how you hold a cutter.
Yeah.
I think it's literally just a hold issue.
Yeah, for real. Now use your crazy arm and just throw it.
Yeah. And
it will move.
Break. Yep.
Yeah, it will move.
It will move. Okay. And thank God Tyler Stevenson's back.
Yeah, and I love Tyler Stevenson. He's, Drury, it would be, you see it every year on some cellar dweller of a team, some guy who you're like, all-star, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I guess he's batting like 324 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it would be, obviously you want that for Drury. That'd be incredible. But just for like the psyche of the franchise and the team,
the face,
you want to see Tyler make the All-Star game. Of
course. I mean, in the way that he calls a game, you can see the difference.
He's a great catcher.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's, guy rakes.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of people who get drafted as catchers and then end up as a DH or on a corner somewhere.
Yeah, they might be playing first base and their name's Joseph Daniel Vaughn.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a cerebral position. It's not surprising that Joey was a catcher.
No.
But, especially with the DH, I don't know. I like Tyler behind the dish, though. He calls a good game. I like him, man. He knows what he's doing.
I think also one more start with Stevenson, Greene as that battery. I think that they'll get it back together. I mean, he'll look like he did in Atlanta. That could help too. Because then he's got his guy. He's like, I'm going to be here a while. You're going to be here a while. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
and
be
game
nasty.
plan throughout the week. Kind of game plan talk throughout the week. Figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
And get back to it.
Did you see that picture on Mother's Day of
Tyler
Stevenson and his mom after a Little League game, and he's in a full Reds uniform?
Yeah.
He fucking rules.
Him and Nick Lodolo in that Little League Reds.
That's sick.
Tyler Stevenson, though, the bat is what's most important.
It's on fire.
Unreal. He's in 20 ABs. He's got 6 hits, 5 runs, a homer, 6 ribs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and a stolen base.
Stay hot, kid.
300, 364, 550 slashing from your catcher.
Almost at 345.
Whew.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that rules. That's what
you wanted.
That's what he expects to do.
The polar opposite of what we had last year.
Yeah.
With Tyler. With
Tucky
Wucky. And you talked about Kyle Farmer breaking the 0-for-35 streak. And how did he do it?
His Nana, his grandma.
Grandmas know all. Listen to your grandmother.
Yes. Heard Barry Larkin talking about it on one of his at-bats during the game. And then so he's talking to his grandma after the game, and she starts giving him the advice that Barry Larkin was saying. Goes out there, hits a 3-run dinger.
Ding dong.
Yeah, that was great.
It's beautiful. And Tommy Pham has woken up too, man. In his last 7, he has in 23 at bats. He's got 7 runs, 7 hits, homer, 3 ribs, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts, 1 stolen base, 304, 448, 478, almost 345 again.
Yeah.
These guys, man, it took a month. It really did take the month for them to come and wake up and get into it. And Tommy Pham didn't had 2 weeks of spring training.
Yeah.
And then it's like, come on, figure it out.
You're in the lineup every single day.
Yep. And guess what? He fucking figured it out.
Yeah, we knew that we could trust in Pham.
Of course we did. It's just great.
Yeah. And, I mean, yeah, I did fuck. I mean, we're so far out at this point. But
Yeah.
Sinzel, Joey, India, That's a third of our lineup.
Yeah,
It's 1/3 of our lineup.
gone. Yeah, I mean that's what's been tough. The toughest thing
They'll
about
be
it.
back too.
Yeah.
Throw in Barrero. Who knows where he'll be?
So let's get into that. Let's do an update with our 10 and 15 day injured list. Mike Minor sent out for a rehab assignment today.
Fine by me. Is he in Dayton or Louisville?
He's in Louisville.
Okay, good.
There's no target date for his debut, but guess what? That's a left-hander. With Justin Wilson on the IL, you have 0
Yeah, none.
left-handers in your bullpen. That's insane.
How do you let that happen?
That I don't understand.
None?
None.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Jake Fraley, don't know when he's coming back. No clue. He has right knee inflammation. There's a chance that he might have to get a different type of exam, David Bell said. As of now, since it's getting better every day, they haven't done that yet. Last updated yesterday. So we don't know. MRI tests were inconclusive. So no serious injury, just a swollen knee. You've been there?
Yeah, exactly. It just kind of hurts.
Barrero swung the bat looking at early June. So he hasn't hit anywhere yet. He's just in the cage.
That is
He had a
coming along much slower than we were told, which seems to be kind of par for the course.
Yeah,
You know,
I know. It just seems like there's a problem in our health department.
it really does.
Justin Wilson, left elbow soreness. Your only left-hander. Getting better, but not at the point of being able to throw yet. He was placed on the 10-day IL, so we don't know still. Here is the scariest one. Nick Lodolo. Lower back strain.
Yeah, that could last for a long time.
That's no good. Back problems just don't go away. I have fucked up my back twice.
Yeah.
In car accidents with pressure fractures. And my back has still never been the same. And you know I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even just that, you know, it affects my everyday. I'll tell you a story about how it affects my everyday. I was shitting yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I did? Turned to get TP, and my entire middle back just locked up. Right? Just stop. It'll just sometimes just go at any time or just locks up, and it's like, what the
my God,
fuck?
dude. That's so brutal.
Now imagine with the way that he throws and this weird arm action and the violence that he has towards home plate. Yikes.
Yeah, for sure.
Very scary. Extremely scary. They just don't know. He's on the 10-day, and then they just don't know when he's going to come back.
Yeah, just kind of a fingers crossed situation.
Just like, we'll hope.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
India, no idea when he's coming back.
Hamstrings are also fickle.
Leave him there.
Yeah, just let him marinate, dude. I mean, I know it sucks. He's dying. He wants out here, but like,
No.
But just don't.
He is the future of your franchise.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You tell him to just sit for 2 months, just keep rubbing gems and crystals on it.
Yeah.
And figure it out, because you don't want what happened to him to happen to Scooter.
Yeah.
You know Scooter separated his hamstring from the bone?
And then went out there and played.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then where is he now?
He's just like us.
At home.
Yeah.
Playing with his truck and his dogs.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Not a bad
Not
life,
knocking,
but
not
not a
playing.
Major League Baseball player.
Right. Like we said, Votto is coming back soon. Donovan Solano, this is such a bummer. He underwent platelet-rich plasma injection and underwent one of those to alleviate the soreness in his hamstring. Nothing. He has not done anything.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks.
To go into a season with our back against the wall the way that we are, and then
and then you bring a guy in,
and then they're all hurt. Yeah, that sucks.
You know what I mean? Like you bring a guy in, and it's like you hope that he's going to be depth, and somebody you're like, this guy can play third. He can be the anti-Eugenio.
Yeah.
And guess what? No.
No soup for you.
No soup. While I'm finding the schedule here for the week, I won $200 and some betting on baseball this week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
I'm crushing it right now. And all on $5 bets, dude.
Just parlaying it.
Parlaying. Knowing your shit.
Yeah.
You know, if you listen to this podcast, you might be able to win some money.
There you go.
But right now, they're warming up. The game will have already been done and over and happened. And hopefully Hunter Greene stays the course. or doesn't stay the course, comes back and looks dominant against the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's hope he pitches more than two and 2/3.
That's what we're hoping.
That's what we're hoping for. Wow, sorry, my internet is going molasses slow. It might be because I'm streaming, I'm doing a bunch of things here, recording the pod. I don't want to go to tickets. Do you want me to buy you a ticket for the game? Because you've got time to get there.
Hell yeah.
Okay, come on. Oh, tickets, May 28th, Tyler Stevenson bobblehead night.
Oh, gotta be there. We got Larry Walker, Hall of Fame bobblehead. We got Joey the Jedi Votto, and we've got a circa mid-90s Barry Larkin right here, which is pretty sick. It says 95 in MVP on the back.
Yeah, but I think it's from a different...
Oh, it's like after he retired?
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sick.
So, oh, come on. You love to see this.
We're in the Central.
We're in the Central. Tomorrow, 12:35, Businessman Day special against the Brewers. That wraps it up. Let's hope and see.
What if we win tonight? What if we win 2 series in a row?
What if?
We just got to split the next 2 games, and we're series winners.
Listen to this, buddy. Follow that up with a 4 spot against the Pittsburgh Pirates at Pittsburgh. I will be in Pittsburgh at the game on Saturday. The deal's the same. If you see me and you know me, say hi. Come mention the pod. I'll buy you a beer.
Boom.
So you've got 4 against Pittsburgh, and then you come back Monday off day, Tuesday, Wednesday against the Guardians at the Guardians.
Beautiful.
And you know what? Realistically, say you win 2 out of 3. You know where that puts you. If you win, so you win tonight. Say you win tonight. You're 7-23.
Yeah.
Say you win tomorrow. You're 8-23. Then you win half of those games against the Pittsburgh Pirates. You're in double-digit wins.
Come on. Let's get to double digits by June.
Oh, we'll get to double digits by June.
You'd think.
I'm looking at it, and I'm very sure of it because you've got 4 against Pittsburgh. You're at the Guardians. I think you split that. But then you're 3 at Toronto. You're lucky to win 1.
That's rough.
And then you've got 4 at home against the Cubs. Split that. And then you've got 3 at home against the Giants. Win 1 of those. So let's say you win 1 more. So that puts you 7. 2 against the Pirates. 8-9. 1 against the Guardians. That's 10 and then by the middle of the month.
Boom.
If you can get to around 10 under by the end of the month, which is extremely unrealistic. Oh, wait, not 10 under. Well, maybe. If you can get to 12 wins, okay. All right, we're getting there. We're better than it was. And then, dude, you know what's crazy is that the Diamondbacks have been looking good.
Dude, they're above. I saw some highlights from the Rockies Diamondbacks games. Both of those teams are above 500.
The entire NL West is above 500.
Everyone in that whole division.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I like that.
And by the end of the month, you've got 3 at Fenway, and you're catching the Sox at a good time because they fucking suck.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, how is that possible?
Just their guys. Trevor Story's not hitting.
Yeah.
The only guys that are hitting are Xander, Rafi, and JD. And then no one else is hitting.
Yeah.
And their bullpen's getting shelled.
Yeah, that's rough.
So that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, man. It's not too bad. You could really make a small little push and get around to it.
Make some ground, baby.
It's round 3rd and head for home.
Brandon Drury, stay hot, kid.
He's gonna stay hot as fuck.
Stay hot, kid. Be a major leaguer.
He will be.
Yeah. Stick around. Be undeniable.
Yeah, dude. You got this. You got it, kid.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Round 3rd and head for home.
A couple days. Lost and found.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one. Who else is on the show?
It's gonna be you, me, Carl, Carter Doherty,
Love the kid.
Kylie Dills,
Love her.
and David Chimisoro.
There we go.
What a great show!
It's a good show.
And then next Tuesday is the first 5 Points Park show.
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And then next Thursday is another one for both of us.
2 Thursdays.
Two
like
Thursdays.
next Thursday.
Next? Is it
19th? Yeah, well, this Thursday is Lost and Found.
And then oh, that's right. I got my math wrong. So yeah, the 19th.
High grain.
Highest of grains.
Be on that grain, boy.
You got anything else you want to plug?
Type in Uber driver Lee Kimbrell into YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You remember that little short film
Yeah, I
that
remember
Grant and I made?
Yeah.
I recently just watched it again for first time in a while, and it's pretty fucking good.
It's great.
That's a plug. Type in Uber driver Lee Kimbrell, Grant Stiles production.
Thank you so much to Colorcast for existing. Thank you to Sports Drink for housing us. Sports Drink, it's the combination of sports and not sports, all mashed into one.
It's a whole thing. When you look them up on social media, it's Sports Drink minus the vowels.
Drop the vowels.
No I. No.
Drop it.
Yeah, and shout out to In the Clutch.
Check it out.
Promo code Nasty
Nasty
Boys.
Boys.
Yeah, no, that's a sick one.
And thanks to you for listening. Thanks for coming by and doing the pod.
And thanks to Joey Votto for just being you, man.
Being you and eating meatballs and putting it on Instagram.
Yeah, dude. I drunkenly DM'd him the other night.
How'd that go?
You know, no response, but it's there.
Hell yeah.
I did send it.
I'm proud of you.
Fuck yeah, man.
You're
I'm proud of
supposed to.
you.
Oh, get out of here. So as always, go Redlegs!
Stay nasty.